Alright, I guess we'll move on to my number three. My top three were basically all picked for story. Number three was a game I hated until recently, with a passion, I might add, but have gladly changed my tune towards it, and it is The World Ends With You for the DS, which still has crap gameplay, I might add, but
Dual screen action.
the story makes up for it tenfold. And The World Ends With You, I will say right here and now, has my favorite JRPG main character. Neku is awesome. He goes from an uninterested character into someone that really is relatable and you feel for on an emotional level.
Mm.
The writing in the game is just so well done. It's well paced. I mean, you care for these characters. It grasps your emotions and really doesn't let go for until the end of the game.
It makes you forget that you're actually. Sometimes when I'm watching a cutscene, I forget I'm actually playing the dang game.
Well, my thing is, when I was playing it, it makes you forget you're playing a Square Enix game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to something like Final Fantasy from Square Enix, or even Kingdom Hearts, that this kind of just surprised the crap out of me. That the plot was so well done without being convoluted, without being really long.
Stupid.
Yeah, it was just good. I don't think there are enough words to describe how good the plot is.
Hmm.
So that's my thoughts on The World Ends With You.
I loved The World Ends With You. I heard about it. I thought the art design was so cool, and I always wanted to get it. But that game used to be difficult to find, and then I finally find
I
it,
keep
and
finding it all
then
the time.
yeah, and now you keep finding it because online I couldn't find any. I couldn't find any decently priced copies, so I said I'm not going to buy this game for that much money. So I finally go to a convention, someone's selling it, and I bought it at a heartbeat. And then after that, suddenly copies just pop up everywhere. I just love it how anything Japanese related I want. Once I buy my own copy off of something different, I go to a GameStop and it's there,
Yeah,
staring me in the face.
yeah, because even mine, after you had bought it, I had kind of wanted to play it.
Oh, I tell the
After
world that it's the portal.
Chaoticon. I went
Tell
to
the world.
Chaoticon and I'm like, hey, let me try this game out again. So I was trying to find it, and now there's like three copies down to my GameStop of the game.
Honestly, God. And luckily, I bought. Luckily, I didn't even know. Conveniently, in the same year that they announced, in the same year when that at the Tokyo Game Show when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3DS, I'd had The World Ends With You for a month before
See,
they
I
announced the
knew
World Ends
enough
With You
about the
characters were in the
world with
3DS game,
you.
were in Kingdom Hearts 3DS.
I knew enough that I knew like Neku and all that. It was just some of the more advanced characters that I didn't know in Dream Drop Distance.
Mm-hmm. But it was a good game.
Yes. Beat it in 3 days.
And there's only one. The only thing I hate is that there's only one save file.
I'll admit I really don't like that either. But you can replay the whole game once you beat it, so.
Yeah, which is a good thing about it.
Hmm.
With all your good pins, so it's like take that, you take that, take
Yeah.
that, you take that, Konishita, you
My
piece.
only thing is that Evolite and Orichalcum get really hard to get after you beat the game.
Yes, item collecting at the end is difficult because you have to put it on the hardest difficulty to get anything.
And you have to underlevel yourself.
Oh boy, oh boy,
So,
pin and item collecting, bane of my existence.
yeah. Alright. We're in the top two.
Okay, number two. Number two, I swear you both had to have seen this coming.
Is it a Kingdom
Shin
Hearts game?
Megami Tensei Persona 3 Portable.
Persona 3 Portable.
Persona 3 Portable. Oh yes,
I was
yes.
curious
Well,
which Persona 3 you'd put on here.
yes, either the first one, FES, or Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah.
Portable because pretty much I love Persona 3. It literally takes my video game and anime obsession and puts them together in one marvelous marriage. My love of slice of life anime and my love of JRPGs. It is one of the best freaking mixtures I've ever seen. It would have been on
Yeah.
number one, but number one pretty much beat it because of replayability alone. Because after I beat Persona 3 Portable and I haven't touched it since.
Did you beat it as a
Even though it was
boy
like 2 months
or a
ago. That was 2 months
girl?
ago. Well, I beat it. Well, right now I'm trying to play through. Well, I was playing through it as a guy again for a rent before I beat the girls, and I beat the girls. I just haven't had the chance to play it again because I don't feel like switching the memory sticks on the PSP because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
But I loved it because the guy, I'd gotten the decent ways where I saw everything, but then seeing it through the girl's eyes, it was like interesting and
Well,
building up
it's nice.
relationships
Yeah.
and seeing the new Persona links that I could have gotten that I had gotten in FES, and also in Persona Portable they got rid of Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES's annoying stupid fatigue thing in middle of a dungeon, and
Well,
it made the game so much more bearable to
that's because
level
at the
grind with.
time Persona 4 had already come out
But
when Persona 3 Portable came out, and
but you
Persona
do
4 had
get less
gotten rid of
experience.
that.
But they literally like lower how much experience you get because of it. So that means
Well, that's
and once you
because
leave a
yeah,
dungeon, you'll instantly be tired and you will not be able to do anything.
yeah. Well, it's just like how in Persona 4, once you beat a boss, you're pretty much cutscene takes over and you're back outside.
Mm-hmm. But yep, I love Persona 3 Portable. Just everything about it is just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
See, if they had thrown in the answer from FES, Persona 3 Portable would definitely be the best, the definitive version of it.
Well, Persona 3, yes. Unfortunately, I have to go back and now beat the answer on Persona 3 for the
Oh, and
PS2.
they had to obviously get rid of a lot of the animated cutscenes because the PSP's limitations weren't
Yes, this
able
was
to handle all of it.
the game pretty much was kind of was pretty much downgraded because wasn't really known because of the PSP's downfall at that time. The
Yeah.
PSP pretty much just was like about to die at the time, so yeah. But yep, Persona 3 Portable, just freaking loved it.
Mm. All right.
All right, mine. Now, surprisingly enough, my opinion recently changed when I was doing this list, and I really gave some serious thought about the games that I like. And the second one is Jack 3. Because like even though at one point I thought to myself I really enjoyed Jack and Dexter the Precursor Legacy, and I thought I would enjoy it more than the rest. But then when I really sat down and thought about which one, after replaying both of them by the way, which one did I really enjoy the most, and I gotta say Jack 3, because Jack 3, well, while it was a fun game to play, it was really really funny. Like Jack and Daxter, it has some humorous moments, but but with Jack 3, it's really really funny. I've laughed out loud. I've laughed out loud quite a few times at that game, and it just was a really good game.
It was good. I mean, I already talked about it back when you mentioned Jack 1, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
really have anything more to add.
Stupid watches going off. I never played Jack 3, so I
Yeah.
don't have nothing to add about that.
Well, yeah, Jack 3 just really fun game, really good. I just really enjoy the comedy. Like Daxter is not like Dexter was kind of came off as not came off. He was freaking annoying in Jack and Daxter at times. But Jack 3, he's genuinely super funny.
Yeah, he was entertaining.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 2 is actually a lesser known game for the Game Boy Advance. And I haven't seen too many people talk about this game. It was Zone of the Enders, The Fist of Mars,
Knew it.
which is one of my favorite games.
I'm surprised that's not I thought that was gonna be your number one. I'm surprised.
I know
Zone of the
what
Enders,
Scout's number one is.
Whatever.
you'll wait. Zone of the
Wait.
Enders, The Fist of Mars, though, was a good game. I bought it because it was dirt cheap at a Target one day. I mean, literally, it was $10, brand new Game Boy Advance game, and I'm like, okay, let me try this thing out. And oh my gosh, the game. It was my first experience with a plot that was very deep and with characters that I really cared about. And it was surprising that I discovered a game like this. I mean, I remember putting hours and hours into this game. just to see the ending. And to this day, I can rewatch the ending to that game and still feel the same emotion that I felt the first time I got to it. And it's just amazing that it's held me like that. So, yeah, I really love that game. And it definitely deserves a near top spot on my list.
I really should get around to playing that game.
I cannot
Because I
recommend
saw
it
the
enough.
because I saw the PS3 game and I wasn't really interested.
The
But I heard some of
PS3
the enters
games
good.
are a little bit different style-wise. They're still good. I mean, I still own the HD collection because, well, the Fist of Mars got me into it. But luckily, you don't have to have played either one of those games, Zone of the Enders or the Second Runner, in order to understand the Fist of Mars. They're all three independent of each other. So, highly recommend it. It's pretty cheap nowadays. I mean, it's like under $10.